you were preparing along with your work, right? You used to go to the office and work there. साथ में जिम भी करना होता था. तो मतलब इतना टाइम कैसे निकालते थे? Like was there any routine या फिर spontaneously like जो भी चीज के लिए टाइम मिलता था you used to do that?
I would sound it unreal, but this was the exact question I was asked in my IIM in Mumbai interview. They literally asked me like, "You are the ideal candidate because I lose my 15 kgs of weight within the last 1 year. Everyone's dream is to get into IIM ABC, so that dream was there in me to restart my CAT 2024 journey. And I was having 2 years of work experience, so I was desperate to do an MBA at that time. And I think that fire keeps me going on to push for the CAT 2024. And see here, I am now having 98.4 percentile with good IIM conversions.
Was there any day in your CAT 2023 और CAT 2024 जर्नी जब ऐसा लगा हो कि यार इतना सारा काम करना पड़ रहा है ऑफिस का भी एंड यू आर नॉट श्योर कि हाउ वुड यू डू इन CAT 2024? तो कभी ऐसा लगा हो कि यार नहीं यार छोड़ देते हैं, लेट्स कंटिन्यू विद द वर्क इटसेल्फ?
Giving up for me was not a solution. Whatever would be the result, let it be.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Conversion Diaries, where we dive deep into the real, raw, and remarkable journey of MBA aspirants who cracked the code. I am your host Ananya, and today we have someone who's not just cracked CAT, but he did it with quite consistency, strong self-awareness, and an ingenious love for Quant. Please welcome Nityansh Garg. Nityansh, so happy to have you here in the podcast.
Pleasure to be here.
So from Hyderabad, C-Tech in CSE, 2 years of work ex, and a leap from 90 percentile in CAT 2023 to a stellar 98.4 percentile in CAT 2024. Nityansh has converted multiple top B schools and is all set to join IIM Shillong. Nityansh, I think अभी सब कुछ clouds में होगा, like quite literally, right?
Right. That's why Shillong got the campus name, Campus in Clouds, name for a reason.
Yes, that's right, yaar. So, Nityansh, let's start with say 3 words that would define your CAT journey.
3 words that define my CAT journey, I would say, would be resilience, determination, and reading.
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. So, let's dive into the words that you talked about. So, when you saw that 90 percentile in CAT 2023, right? And first time you were juggling with work, with CAT prep, with gym and all, right? So, what was running through your mind? Like परसेंटाइल को देखने के बाद यू डिसाइडेड टू प्रिपेयर फॉर कैट 2024. क्या क्या चीजें चेंज करनी फॉर योर प्रिपरेशन फॉर कैट 24?
So I would say कि CAT 2023 was my first attempt where I got a decent percentile. 90 percentile is a decent to have new IIMs calls, but I lack in some sections VRC where I scored only 70 percentile. जो होता है ना, like everyone's dream is to get into IIM ABC. So that dream was there in me to restart my CAT 2024 journey. And as you said, like going ahead with the work hours, I was initially struggling with my schedule, gym वगैरह consistently देना, determination to put into this thing. And I was having 2 years of work experience. So I was desperate to do an MBA at that time. And I think that fire keeps me going on to push for the CAT 2024. And see here, I am now having 98.4 percentile with good IIM conversions. I have converted mostly all of the IIM calls that I have got. I am Mumbai, Shillong, Amritsar, Jammu, even MDI and IFT I have converted. And now, after all the calculations, I'm going to Shillong, campus in clouds.
That's really great. Yeah, many congratulations for that. And since you said that you were preparing along with your work, right? You used to go to the office and work there. साथ में जिम भी करना होता था. तो मतलब इतना टाइम कैसे निकालते थे? Like was there any routine या फिर spontaneously like जो भी चीज के लिए टाइम मिलता था you used to do that?
I would sound it unreal, but this was the exact question I was asked in my IIM in Mumbai interview. They literally asked me like, "You are the ideal candidate because I lose my 15 kgs of weight within the last 1 year." So they literally asked me like, "What was your daily routine? How you manage your schedule and all these things? Like what you were eating before 1 year? Like how you like, you can say that." कि आप पहले क्या खाते थे अभी क्या खाते हो like the whole daily routine they asked me in my IIM in Mumbai interview. Like that was unreal for me. Even like audience will say that thing. But yeah, so my daily routine was like कि मैं morning 7 o'clock पे उठता था, like get ready, and by 8:30 my cab office bus came to pick me up. Then uh 8 to 3:30 I would say, like I would wrap up my all the office works. Then after 3:30 I left from office, came back to home by 4, and like hit the gym by 5. And at night after dinner completion by 8:30, like that time from 8:30 in the night to 12 I got the time where I study and focus for the cat thing. So that daily routine and being consistent to that routine is the key for my success.
That's nice, yaar. I think the reason for your success was your consistency in following the timetable that you mentioned about. Cat preparation में I think जो सबसे ज़्यादा common emotion होता है among the aspirants, that is anxiety. But I think you seem to have managed it with like chill and that consistent approach. Was there any day इन योर कैट 2023 और कैट 2024 जर्नी जब ऐसा लगा हो कि यार इतना सारा काम करना पड़ रहा है ऑफिस का भी एंड यू आर नॉट श्योर कि हाउ वुड यू डू इन कैट 2024, तो कभी ऐसा लगा हो कि यार नहीं यार छोड़ देते हैं, लेट्स कंटिन्यू विद द वर्क इटसेल्फ?
गिविंग अप फॉर मी वॉज नॉट अ सोल्यूशन, बिकॉज मुझे पता था यार कि ये जॉब तो डेफिनेटली कमिंग अप विद द एआई थिंग्स, एंड लाइक माय इंटरेस्ट आर नॉट देयर इन द कोडिंग साइड. बट ऑन द अदर साइड ऑफ द टेबल एआई इज बीन यूज, लाइक हाउ कंपनीज कैन make the usage of AI kind of thing. Just for an example, like product side domain, ये product का क्या usage है, the why behind this product is been created, that drives me to change my career into an MBA thing. So वो give up वाला option मेरे लिए कभी था ही नहीं. So Cat 2023 में मुझे ये पता था कि like this was my weaker section that I worked with Rodha to get over it. So I managed converting those anxiety into my routine. So वो एक consistency थी that I would say हर लोग को manage करना चाहिए, ताकि वो anxiety, वो fear जो होता है, you can overcome with that thing.
And earlier you mentioned something really beautiful also, that this was like CAT 2024 was your one shot chance. मतलब थोड़ा डिटेल में कैन यू टेल कि इस डेस्परेशन को भी एनर्जी में कैसे कन्वर्ट?
यार वो बोलते हैं ना कि अगर नदी पार करनी, लाइक व्हेन देयर इज अ वॉर एंड वन आर्मी इज लाइक अदर साइड ऑफ द बैंक, so how you manage your army to get it done, to win the war. So the manager said that go go to the other side by boats and burn the boat. That's the only motivation I want to say कि ये मेरे desperation कि I want to do MBA and I don't have any other backup options. ये है कि like you have to burn the boat to get that spark to achieve your goal.
काफी अमेजिंग यार. एंड इनफैक्ट यू आल्सो मेंशन नो कि a day before the exam you bought a gift for yourself, like
Yeah.
a wholesome gesture towards yourself. So like if you can know what gift that was.
So I purchased myself iPhone 16 Pro just before one day of the KKT exam, so that like I can think about this gift as a achievement to myself. Ki like whatever would be the result, let it be. I know it was good, but like the self achievement kind of thing you will see when you see this like because of your hard-earned money you bought this gift to self, na, that self achievement feeling would be there.
That's really nice यार. मतलब giving a gift to yourself no matter what the result comes out to be, because you've worked hard, right? And that
Rightly.
gift was not for the result but for the hard work
For
that
the
you've done during the entire journey.
rightly
That's
said.
that's really nice. So Nityansh, let's move on to our next segment which we call as prep playbook, है ना? तो अब बात करते हैं आपकी कैट प्रिपरेशन जर्नी के टेक्निकल गेम प्लान की,
Mm-hmm.
है ना? So let's start with VRC.
Okay.
You said earlier that it used to give you nightmares,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yet here you are with with a top B school convert in your hand, right? So what did you change in your approach for VRC this time in CAT 2024?
Uh, so VRC was a nightmare definitely for me, because like I was born and brought up in Tier 2 city Indore. So my family culture is not having like that English fluency coming up with me, and also the school, the English that we taught in our school is not that literature heavy. It's just like we are fluently speaking or we can understand the English, but the literature English, if you go into prep of VRC, if you have, if our audience has seen books and the get material in the VRC, they will see philosophers like Karl Marx, Socrates coming up. So that is like literature heavy. like how one can understand the behind the lines of that of the philosophers. So in VRC, one thing that Rhoda taught me is like that Aeon essays would be there, the articles to be read. So what I used to do is like I have 40 minutes to reach to my office. I go to the website, Aeon websites, Economic Times website, and read those articles. 4 5 paragraphs is enough for a day. Like there are 3,000 words articles, but 4 5 paragraph is enough to get those hang of that paragraph, like hold the story. That really helps, and like being consistent, as I already said, that's the key to come to overcome those weaknesses.
And that part about reading the Hindu magazine cover and interacting with people from diverse backgrounds, right? वो काफी
Right,
यूनिक
right.
लगा मुझे. So how did those conversations translate into RC and inference based questions?
So one can see like RC coming from different backgrounds. Like it's not just philosophy background; it covers multiple topics from science background, from doctor side, like let's say medicine background, biology, chemistry, rocketry. So I have a privilege living in a PG where like people from the age of 20 to 40 I have interacted with multiple backgrounds. Like one is working in orthopedics, one is working in rocket science. They actually develop rockets like you say the satellites sending into the orbit. They usually like they really develop those rockets in field to make a satellite work in orbit. So interacting with those people, you came to know about multiple technologies, how the fields they like in how the fields they are operating in. Like you get a hang of it, the story behind these things, and you will connect it when you read those RCs in your real life. So that really helps me a lot.
And DILR के लिए you mentioned uh, mentally training yourself to do like 2 to 3 sets in 40 minutes. I think
Hmm.
that's a very practical mindset. So did you also have any favorite DILR type of puzzle like matrices या फिर puzzles या फिर games or anything else?
Yeah. So here I would say like I never thought to complete the paper 100%. I set my mentality like 2 sets done, I would be in more than 90 percentile thing. So I have that thing key in 40 minutes I have to done 2 sets and I can give 20 minutes to each set and I would be more than enough to clear the sectional cutoffs. So that mindset I have got from 2023 attempt. Ki like you don't have to attempt a whole 100% paper. You just need to attempt what you are at good at. So that mentality helps me in 2024. Like although I have ended up solving 2.5 and achieved 97 percentile, not bragging here, but I am biased towards quant side. And in K 2024, there are 3 puzzles based on quant side and which work in my end.
Okay, and I think
Hello.
Quant was to clearly your territory, right? And I loved your 10 10 10 10 minute segmentation idea, right? So अगर किसी और को भी ऐसा follow करना हो and you have to advise, but what should be that base? Topic wise strengthen होना या फिर mock analysis करना?
For quant, like as an engineer, I would be biased here because quant was my strongest section here, and every time I achieved more than 95 percentile, even in K 2023 and in K 2024 it was 99 percentile. So I would suggest an strategy here: go topic wise and divide the section, the whole paper into 4 parts, 10 minutes section each. In the first 10 minutes, go for first 6 questions, and in that 6 question also like go where your topic like you are having the strongest hand in terms of topic. Like in 6 questions you are saying like okay, I can do 2 3 questions here, so do that 2 3 questions here and analyze the other 4 questions. Okay, I can revisit it here because I have some solution in my mind, and then revisit here once I have completed seen all the 40 like all the 24 questions in the 40 minutes go. So like we can see here, people say that they haven't seen questions at the end because time was lacking in the one go. Like they start solving the question just when it appeared in their face. So instead of solving the question when it appears, divide the section into 4 parts, 10 minutes, give question to each one, and solve 2 to 3 questions. Even if you are able to do 8 to 10 questions, you are more than 95 percentile in the race.
That's really nice, yaar. Let's talk a bit about Rodha. So how did you come across Rodha?
Rodha, I have seen YouTube videos from Ravi Prakash sir. In K2023 as well, I have taken the booster course. I like it. And in K2024, that was the first shot go ki I have to take Rodha only. And I have taken the full course from the April. And since then, the rest is history. Rodha helps me to convert the best IIMs in India.
And I really loved what you said about your job thing. Ki don't just lose your job. It might help you in the future, right? I think that's such an underrated advice in this preparation journey for CAT, right? Okay, so Nityansh, after all this discussion on your strategy on and all, थोड़ा सा chill करते हैं and let's move to our next round, which we call as this or that. It's a rapid fire round. You don't have to think. You just go with your instinct. Choose
Okay,
one option and tell me why. Let's begin. Yeah. So first one we have is QA mocks या फिर actual cat का
QA mocks.
Okay.
Actual को CAT का is like कि वो QA mocks में cover हो जाता तो so definitely QA mocks.
Okay. Work from home for preparation या फिर study leaves?
Work from home. So कि
Okay.
work from home you will get time.
Okay. YouTube पर stand up comedy या फिर motivational videos?
Stand up comedy anytime. Like at the end of the day ये रहता है कि स्ट्रेस बर्स्ट करना है तो मोटिवेशन तो नहीं वो अंदर से है ही बट स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी एनी टाइम ऑफ द डे.
Okay. One shot attempt cat या फिर long preparation journey?
मेरे लिए तो वन शॉट था बट फॉर पीपल इट वुड बी लॉन्ग प्रेप जर्नी डिपेंडिंग ऑन लाइक कहाँ स्टैंड करते हो जर्नी की.
Okay, okay. So Nityansh, let's gear up some pace and move to our next segment, which is about busting myths that actually confuse every cat aspirant out there.
ओके
मतलब हर preparation journey में कुछ myths होते हैं. Like some we carry for months until we unlearn them. So let's burst some of those. So the first one that we
Okay.
have is कि if you want a jump in the mock scores, तो you need to have a secret hack. उसी से you can get a jump.
ऐसे कोई सीक्रेट पोशन नहीं है कि लाइक आप एक दिन में पियो और सडनली यू आर स्टार्टिंग हायर नंबर्स इन योर मॉक्स. आई वुड से कि एवरेज परफॉर्मेंस इज द की. कंसिस्टेंट वगैरह ही रहना होता है कि लाइक आप टॉपिक से वेल वर्स हो कि नहीं है और पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक से इफ अ क्वेश्चन इज बिन आस्क्ड यू आर एबल टू सॉल्व इट और नॉट. बाकी यार सडन जम्प्स आई वुड से इट्स अ मिथ कि भाई आज मेरे 20 मार्क्स आ रहे हैं और अगले दिन मेरे 90 मार्क्स आ रहे हैं. यार ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता रियल लाइफ में. बी प्रैक्टिकल में स्कोर 60-70 हाई इज द प्रैक्टिकल थिंग.
Okay, next one we have is that you must join a peer group to succeed.
पीयर ग्रुप भी लाइक इट्स अपन द पर्सन तो कुछ नहीं था यार. यहाँ वर्क के साथ पीयर ग्रुप क्या ही बताता हूँ. अगर मैं बता दूं अपने कलीग्स को लाइक आई वुड बी गिविंग कैट मेरी जॉब नेक्स्ट डे चली जाती. बट फॉर स्टडी व्हेन यू वांट यू कैन पिंग टू लाइक कोचिंग सेंटर्स आउट ग्रुप वगैरह. बस वही है कि लाइक अगर डाउट हो एट द टाइम जब डाउट आ रहा हो. बाकी मोर देन स्टडी पीयर ग्रुप वगैरह में टाइम पास होता है. सो फोकस ऑन दैट कैट थिंग यूटिलाइज करो. That's all.
Next one we have is for VRC preparation, you have to attempt just more and more mocks.
ये भी एक मीथ है. मोर देन मॉक अटेम्प्टिंग आई वुड से कि मल्टीपल टॉपिक से आप लोग रीड करो ऑथर को पढ़ो लाइक व्हाट्स द ऑथर्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू लाइक गेट अ स्टोरी बिहाइंड लाइक कि अच्छा एक पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक है मेडिसिन वगैरह में तो गेट इनटू दोज थिंग्स कि अच्छा मेडिसिन में ये पर्टिकुलर वर्क क्यों कर रहा है व्हाई द थिंग्स बिहाइंड दैट थिंग. I think the story you have to know about the topic and you will get it. You will score more in VRs.
Okay. Last one we have is, of course, it's very common. Ki for preparation for CAT, you have to leave your job. You cannot do your preparation along with your job.
ये तो 100% मिथ ही है क्योंकि मैंने भी निकाला है. बहुत सारों ने निकाला और बहुत सारे निकालते रहेंगे. एंड ट्रस्ट मी मैन work experience will help you a lot in interviews. Definitely it's a myth यार. You can see the selection criteria वगैरह interview calls वगैरह में work experience के numbers रहते हैं तो definitely it's a myth यार.
Okay, okay. मुझे वो याद आ गया कि वो बोलते हैं ना कि झूठ के पैर नहीं होते. आई थिंक आज हमने ना ये मिथ्स के पैर ही तो कि ये
Yeah,
सब
yeah,
मिथ
yeah.
है, ये सब बकवास है. दैट्स नॉट ट्रू एट ऑल एंड यू हैव टू focus on your journey. You have to decide about your journey, how you want to go ahead with the same, है ना?
Right, right.
So moving to our last segment, but not the least, of course. So Nityansh, let's say you have to write a small letter to a future cat aspirant out there. What would you write in that letter?
For the future cat aspirants, I would say कि chill कर, be consistent, show yourself up when the days are not good and bad as well. Like, जो भी टाइम है तुम्हें इसी में प्रिपेयर करना है. साल में एक बार एग्जाम हो दैट्स द प्रेशर वन हैज. कि अगर ये मिस हो गया तो नेक्स्ट ईयर का वेट. सो आई वुड से कि मैन बी कंसिस्टेंट एंड यू विल गेट द रिजल्ट्स. दैट्स माय गारंटी.
Okay, yeah, that's great, yaar. And in fact, now that you're starting your journey at IIM Shillong for your MBA, कौन सी चीज के लिए you are the most excited for? Like except for those amazing clouds.
आई वुड से द कॉलेज लाइफ बिकॉज मेरे जो अंडरग्रेड के कॉलेज थे कोविड ईयर्स में गए. सो आई मिस दोस हैंगआउट्स विद माय फ्रेंड्स वगैरह. And like MBA is all about networking, so making good friends there and enjoying the college life. Campus in a cloud got a reason, so grasping those opportunity by 100% and like खुले बाहों से वो opportunity I would like to grasp.
That's really nice, Nityansh. I hope you get to enjoy the most out of your next 2 years of your B school. And you get to learn a lot also. And that brings us to the end of this amazing episode of the Conversion Diaries. Nityansh, I think your story is a proof that CAT isn't just about peaking at the right time. It's about showing up again and again with clarity, that calmness, and that consistency. So thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thank you for having me here. I enjoyed talking with you guys. If possible, we will cross roads again and like we can connect on LinkedIn wherever. If one wants to connect, I'm always here to answer them. Thank you for having me.
And to everyone listening out there, if you ever feel like your journey is too messy or too late, just remember one solid attempt with the right mindset can change it all. This is Ananya signing off. मिलते हैं अगले एपिसोड में with another inspiring story. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, clouds के ऊपर भी कैंपस होता है. Goodbye.
Bye.